Good evening, everyone. Hello. I'm going to go ahead and set up my phone. I'm going to go live real quick. If you could just bear with me. Oh, I'm super excited to talk to you guys tonight. Okay, Vina, how are you? Let me get myself together here. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. My name is Garine, and I am super excited to be here tonight to have a conversation with you, tell you who I am, and really get ready for 2026 on a whole different level. So I want to welcome you. If you have any friends, any family members, I would encourage you to share the live with them, share them the link so that they can actually hear about some amazing products that can help you um, get to the desired look and health that you want. So I'm going to start with me, and I have a special guest. So please, we won't be here long, but I really want you to hear from my special guest. But again, my name is Garine, and I just want to share with you, and I want to make sure that I'm talking to the right people, that you can even relate to what I'm about to share. So 8 years ago, I worked for the government. I was an executive in the government, making some good money, but I was stressed out. And I don't think people understand how stress can really take a toll on your body. Can anyone relate to that? If stress on any level, I want you to put a one in the chat. And when you are stressed, I see you guys. I see you, Miguel. I see you. When you are stressed, it can manifest different ways, whether you gain weight, whether your blood pressure goes up, just health wise, anxiety, just a lot of different things. For me, it was blood pressure. And so 8 years ago, I met a young woman. She's a friend of mine now. She's my coach. And I met her and we started doing business together. And I had shared with her how there was a concern about my blood pressure. The stress was astronomical. Running the juvenile justice system in Washington, D.C. is not a small feat. Okay. Anytime there's a crime, the mayor's office is calling, the chief of police. It was just a stressful job, any type of political position. And so she said, Garine, I really want you to try some amazing products that can help. She didn't say it that way, but I'm saying it because they're amazing products to me. And she had me drink a tea that she said would help to remove toxins from my body, to help cleanse my body. We're eating every day. Stress causes toxins too. Really focused on my gut health because I didn't do anything when it comes to health. I was, young in my eyes, and I'm taking care of my two children. I'm a divorcee, and I'm climbing the corporate ladder. And so when she told me to try these amazing products, and I'm showing you it's called the IASO tea. There's lemonade flavor, there's watermelon flavor, we have tropical punch, we also have a plain flavor. But when I use the product, I lost 11 pounds in 2 weeks. And I stress the 11 pounds because I was not working out. It made me realize the amount of waste and things in my body, whether my intestine, my colon, my kidneys, how much stuff was in my body and toxins. I added more toxins by not being able to remove them from the body at the end of the day. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So for me to lose 11 pounds in 2 weeks was a big feat. I then said, well, what else do you have? And she started sharing with me about a liquid multivitamin. And so the reason why the vitamin is so important for me, because I don't like taking pills, I don't like gummies, and come to find out those things, your body has to break it down for you to get about 45% of the nutrients, whereas the NutriBurst is a liquid vitamin. It's a 98% absorption rate. Guys, I'm currently 54 years old, and I say this to say that when I hit 40, they told me my vitamin D was low, my iron was low. Now, the reason I'm sharing this with you is because your health truly is your wealth. And so when I made the decision, after having my experience with these products, I said, I need to focus on my health so that I can live long term. because the same way I take care of my car, I need to be able to see my body as a machine that I'm responsible for taking care of. And so I proudly walk around saying I'm 54 because I feel amazing. I don't feel 54, right? But I want to get out of the way because I want you to hear from a colleague of mine who also worked for the government. And I don't want to tell her entire story, who also worked for the government, who also made a decision that she wants to put her health first. She made a decision that as a mom of four, she had to start taking care of herself before the doctor says something. See, this is about prevention. This is about you working at your maximum level, right? So I want to introduce Executive Director Stacy to the call because I want you to hear her story and how she was able to make a change with the same products. And I didn't even touch on all the products, but I want you to hear from her because her story is just so powerful about how she was able to transition as well as made some amazing changes in her life. Please help me welcome Stacy to the call.
Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, Garine.
Hi, Stacy.
First
Thank
of
you
all, I
so
want
much
to
for
say
joining.
thank you. Thank you. And thank Natalie Nicole for allowing me to be on this platform to share some of my story and a bit of my journey and what these products and this company has done for me. So, first of all, as Garine said, I'm 54 years old. So we're in the 50 club. I'm a mother of four, newly retired federal employee, and now full-time health coach. So this is something that's been a passion of mine for a long time. So I'm recently able to do what I love to do, and which is health and wellness. So right now I run multiple businesses. So I'm actually in the trucking business. I'm in the real estate business. So health and wellness was just something that became a passion of mine because of all of the things that I started going through as I was running these businesses. So one thing I will say is you can teach a person how to make money, but you can't tell them how to spend it and what they spend it on. I spent a lot of my money from the businesses on unhealthy things, unhealthy eating habits, food. So different things started to, as Garine said, run my blood pressure up as well. I'm an executive director in this company, but I was also a full-time employee and running those businesses. So some of the things that I was doing was stress eating. Stress eating brought a lot of problems into my life. So my journey really started in 2019 when I just one day couldn't get out of bed and I just felt tired. I didn't feel motivated like I used to. So as I would get out of the bed, I would start limping. And I noticed that it felt like, I don't know if it was joint pain. I had no idea what was going on. So that unmotivation, as well as the aches and the pains and not being able to move around like I wanted to. And this all started happening when I just hit my 40s. And so I was always looking for a solution. But, as I was scrolling on the internet, I knew I had to have something better for my life. I came across this product in this company called Total Life Changes. So the vitamins that I came across, I was so excited because I was looking for something that would replace the vitamin D that I had lost apparently in my tender age of 50. So the NutriBurst had, which is one of my favorite products, by the way, had all the vitamin C, vitamin D, the biotin. I was lacking a lot of things, you guys, that I never knew I was lacking as I started to get older. And if any of you have ever felt any type of pain in your body, drop pain in the chat. For those of you who are at tender ages right now where you start to feel joint issues in your body. So another thing a problem that I had along this journey was regularity. Now I know I'm not the only one that was not using the bathroom 2 and 3 times a day. So a lot of things that were going on with me was because I was holding a lot of toxins in my body, a lot of mucus in my body. So once I started getting blood work done, these things started showing up. So now I was, I knew that the company had a tea, but I didn't really know what it did for you. So after I started taking the NutriBurst, I started researching the tea because I knew if this NutriBurst had brought my levels back to where they needed to be, that tea had to be something about that tea because I was seeing all the postings and the testimonies. So I then started with the brewed tea. OG brew tea is what you call it. This is one of my second favorite products because this had those 9 ingredients in it that really kind of gave my intestines a good scrub, getting all of those things from my upper, my lower, and my transverse colon. So these are some places that you don't just get cleansed with ordinary fruits and vegetables. So moving right along, the tea did exactly what it said it was supposed to do. It cleansed me very nicely. And in that process, guess what? I lost 30 pounds. So guys, if you're looking to lose weight, drop in the chat losing weight and waste. So that was a lot of stuff that came out of me that was causing my blood pressure issues, my issues with my vitamin levels, because when you're toxic, you cannot absorb the vitamins like you should be absorbing them. So when I started to release all of those things from my cells on a cellular level, this NutriBurst went in and it did its job at 98% absorption rate because my cells are now wide open for these things to absorb into my body. So therefore, that's why detoxing was so important for me. But as I digress, once I found this company, I got so excited, guys. I started moving over to the NRG and all the other things that gave me energy because, as you know, a person who owns businesses, you need to have energy. You need to be focused, and you need to have that stamina to be able to make sure the bills are getting paid, to make sure the money is going where it's supposed to be, to run your business as it's a business. So this is what gave me that focus, being able to do paychecks, pay stubs, and everything else I needed to do, as well as keep my contractors on point in my business. So that was my journey with the products. I was super, super excited. But in the end, I didn't need extra money. But lo and behold, guess what? People started asking me what I was doing and how come I lost weight and how did I get rid of this and get rid of that. So I became curious and I just started making money off of these products. So guys, if you're interested in financial freedom, if you're interested in part-time income or just making some extra money to help you pay bills, this will do that. I had no intentions of making money like that off of these products. I was searching for a resolution. And just so happened I was able to get more financial freedom from selling these products. So I included my family members, I gave them samples. So I just started giving out the products and giving out the link to my website. And people generally wanted the product. Some of them don't want to order online, but guess what? They wanted what I had, so they came to me to get the product, or they called me and asked me if I could provide them with the product. So that was my journey into total life changes. And Garine, I'm going to kick it back over to you so you can share some more of this exciting information.
So much, Stacy. Listen, what Stacy didn't share with you is once she had experience with the product herself, right? No, let's put her back on here. Once Stacy had the experience and did her research, what Stacy didn't share with you is that she went back to school and she got her degree in what, Stacy, specifically?
A certified health coach. So I studied at the Institute of Integrated Nutrition to become a certified health coach because a lot of people started asking me what I was doing to lose weight, what I was doing to get rid of certain ailments in the body. So I wanted to make sure I was accurate and I understood nutrition. So
Now,
that's the reason why I studied and I became a health coach. And this product, this supplement fits well into my holistic health and wellness business.
so the products are all natural. The products had natural ingredients to help you achieve what you need to achieve for your body. And she didn't add that. And I think that's important because sometimes we may see people using products and we don't really know. This company's been around for 22 years. Okay. Mr. Fallon started this company literally by getting with a doctor and starting with the NutriBurst. And for me, I love the NutriBurst because I've always suffered from anemia. Guys, this is the only vitamin I take. It's the only vitamin I take. So when Stacey talks about these products, she's passionate about it because she knows the benefit of the products. And so one thing Stacey also shared is that people started asking her what she was doing. Guys, does she look amazing? Put amazing in the chat. Listen, the 50 and over club, we're about to take over, okay? No offense to the 20 and 30-year-olds, we'll take the 40-year-olds too, right? Because Listen, we feel amazing. We love the way that we're looking, we're bold, and we can make an impact in the community. So for me, when I decided that, what, my staff also started asking me for the product, Stacy, I went to Natalie. Natalie also is the one who introduced me to these products. And so she said, Garine, you can get paid for the products that you're using. I even didn't really understand the concept. But to make it simple, anytime someone wants the NutriBurst, they just go on my website or they'll go on Stacy's website and they'll just purchase what they want. For every NutriBurst, we make $20. For every Slimming coffee, we make $20. Those $20 add up. I became a seven-figure earner in this company, guys. I walked away from my job in 2019. Stacy just earned her six-figure ring from the company, and she is walking on stage getting her ring. Guys, to see that. So when people say, oh, do you need money? Everybody needs extra income. It doesn't mean you're broke, but having multiple streams of income. Can you imagine you're still working and you're earning four, five, six, seven figures from a business, your own franchise? So I wanted to add that piece in the end because here's the thing. My goal is for you to be informed, to be a customer, and start with your health. But if you're on here and you're saying, listen, we're in the DMV, the furlough's going on. Well, I heard that it's over, so we'll see, right? But people have been struggling. Can you imagine you have an opportunity where you can earn some money just by selling some amazing products that you don't have to make, that you can sell some products and whatever you make today will be in your account tomorrow, something we daily pay. There are different ways of pay, but the most important thing I want to share with you today is you can make $100 today by just five people going on your website, purchasing NutriBurst or purchasing coffee, or guess what? You can make $300 if five people buy three things, because that's $60 times five. That's $300 a day, right? What could you do with that? Christmas is coming and it's an amazing opportunity. And my goal is to share with everyone. Stacy is no longer working the government. I'm no longer working the government. We're tapping into other things we've always wanted to tap into. So before I let you go, I want you to drop in the chat, what is a dream that you've always had, that you wanted to tap into, but life happened that you just haven't been able to do it? The kids, the job, whatever. What is that one dream that you have? I'm here to respark that dream, respark those goals that you've always wanted to look into, to do. You have the capability, but let's start with your health. I want you to get back to whoever invited you today, and I want you to say, I need the NutriBurst. I need the coffee because I love coffee, but it's a slimming coffee. Guys, as of Thursday, until Thursday, you can literally start your franchise, start your business for free. Free enrollment ends at the end of the week. Don't miss out on an opportunity because you're not sure, you're afraid. We are no longer walking in fear. We are taking bold steps to achieve the goals that we want. You got this, you can have it. And guess what? Tomorrow there's going to be a big sale. You don't want to miss out on that either. So get started today. Get back to the person that invited you and let them know that you want these amazing products, because we are about getting healthy, sexy, fly, paid, whatever you want to call it. We wanted all that. All right. Thank you so much, Stacy. You look amazing, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Have an amazing evening, everyone. Get back to the person that invited you and tell them what you love most about what you heard tonight. Bye bye, everyone.